If you haven't done so yet, make sure you like and subscribe for recipes and reviews in New York City and around the world. This video is going to be a tour and review of where I'm staying at currently at Borgata, Atlantic City. So let's get into the tour.
Going up. Going down.
Let's begin the room tour. So let's start with the back of the door. It gives you some information about the pool, and then the emergency evacuation plan. Here we are, and the elevators are right here, so it's pretty close to the elevator, which is great. And they have one lock on the top and one on the bottom, and then they have the old school do not disturb sign. Here's the light for the foyer. Now let's pan around. So it's pretty dim in the foyer. There's not a lot of light, but you can see that it has a nice large mirror, so you can look at yourself before you leave. Now let's pan around and let's go into the restroom. Here is a modern restroom. Has one sink. There's no storage underneath. Garbage pail here. Hand towels. Let's go into the amenities they give us. Hand soap and body lotion. And it's their brand, MGM Resorts. Tissue, 2 glasses, which I never use. Necessities, which have like cotton swabs and maybe a nail filer. Here you have your blow dryer. And there is the vanity mirror. There's no backlighting. Now let's get into the shower. You can see it's a modern shower. Let's get into it. Opens. So it's nice. It has a shelf where you have your 2 towels. 1 shower head. Some more storage here for you to put your accessories that you brought with you, but they do provide body wash, shampoo, and conditioner. Again, their brand, MGM. And your very simple handle here to turn on and off the water. And the water pressure looks like it's decent. Okay. And of course they give you the towel for the floor. There it is. And yes, it has a water closet, which is perfect. I love hotels that have water closets. Water closets is where this bathroom is stored, so you can have your privacy. And there it is. And they have a phone. Like I've said in several other videos, Borgata is the only hotel that I noticed that has a phone, and I'm sure it works. This is an updated one because like 10 years ago it was the old phones with I forget the name of it, but this is an updated, it looks like an intercom. So yeah, Borgata is the only casino so far that has an intercom or telephone in the restroom, well, in the water closet. So let's continue on with the tour. Here we have the closet. And I just arrived, so it looks like the people that were here before used the ironing, use the iron, and the cleaning lady forgot to like wire it back up, so they just tossed it in there. I do have to say that when I first came to Borgata, it was about maybe 11 years ago, and then I came throughout those years, and they haven't changed any, they haven't updated anything. It's exactly what it was 10 years ago. I don't know if you want to say it's a pro or con. I would say maybe a con. Maybe they need to change the furniture into a lighter texture, but let's move on. So here is a king size bed. Then it has this end table that doesn't match that one over there, but that one has more storage. But here we are. So this is how you turn on the light. So you see they haven't updated the lights. A lot of hotels have updated this with outlets so you can charge. Let's see if they have a Bible here. No Bible. I forget where that I saw a Bible. Let's go on to the other side. So here we have a dresser, small dresser. I guess one of the knobs broke off and they replaced it. Let's see. So storage, but it's like a little dusty in here. I don't ever put my clothes up in the hotels anyway. So, and they provide a pen and a pad, which is very unique because not a lot of hotels provide this. And here you have your basic phone. It's a little dusty. I don't know if they wiped it down with a dusty cloth. I'm not sure. But let's get into the entertainment section. So here's your entertainment section. The TV is not mounted on the wall, like in Hard Rock, the North Tower where we stayed. So let's go in. So we know that this probably is going to be the refrigerator. Let's see. All right, yes, it's the refrigerator. Let's see what it's looking like. Okay, so there we go. All right, and some more drawers, okay? They usually are all real. They're not facade drawers, so that's what it looks like. Okay. So now let's look into the amenities they give you. So they have a coffee maker, coffee cups too. I'm glad I brought my water bottle. Your ice bucket, you know, the condiments kit, which probably has like the sugar and creamers, and then your coffee. Then here we have the remote control and your hotel information, and they have dine-in, so that's great. They're bringing back room service to all these casinos because after COVID they removed it, but here we go if you want to dine in. And then they have the workspace. It's a decent size for one person. Let's see if they have any storage. Ooh, I see a stain here and here, and it's a little dusty here. Look, and it's so what is this? To connect your internet, like in the 90s. Okay, so there's no outlets here. There's one right there, and that's not good because I have a lot of things I need to charge, so I'll have to use that. And it looks like someone disconnected the coffee maker because they couldn't find outlets. So Borgata has to do some updating. Oh, found another outlet right over here. So it's far away from the workstation, but it's close to this accent chair, lounging chair, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it looks a little dusty, which I understand because people do probably put their feet up with their sneakers and then their greasy hands over here. So this chair needs to be shampooed. This room is a little dusty. I'm noticing that. But let's get into the view. So we're on the 44th floor. It's the highest floor they have here in Borgata. Let's get into the view. I'm gonna open the curtains for you. So there's the view. Let's get a little closer. So this is city view. I guess the other side would be the, I guess the highway. Because as you can see, over there is, you can see Bally's is over here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but that's Tropicana right there. Then I can see Resorts. Resorts is right here. Oceans, I don't know if you can see it, but there it is. That's Ocean right over there. So we can see all the casinos. So that's Oceans, and the last casino would be Tropicana, which is right there. But before it used to be Hilton, and that's right there. Yep, so we see the city. The boardwalk is all over there, the city, the highway, and that is what we have. So that is the tour of room 4334 here at Borgata in Atlantic City. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour, so now let's get into the review. So let's begin with the design. So I enjoy staying at Borgata because the access to the casino and check-in is a breeze. Once you drive into the parking lot, and if you are able to find parking on the first floor that you enter towards, that's going to be the casino floor. So once you go into the doors, you're going to go down a hallway where you're going to see a few shopping areas and then also the Borgata Cafe. And then to your right, you're going to find the guest elevators, which will lead you up here. But then right next to the guest elevators, there's going to be a lobby bar, and then the check-in location is literally a few steps away. And then you just walk backwards towards where you parked, but you're going to see the guest elevators before you arrive. So it's very easy and very convenient. So something that I want to take note of before we go upstairs is just that security has changed. They do have a security guard, but sometimes security guards are not there. But they do have a panel where you have to scan your key to make sure that it's activated, similar to Oceans and similar to a lot of hotels that are now moving away from having real people there. So you have to scan your card to get into the room. Once you get into the lobby area, the elevators, there's going to be 3 separate sections. So there's a section for the lower floors on the first section, in the middle are the middle floors, and then at the end is the higher floor. And that's where I'm staying currently, is on the 43rd floor, and it's the highest floor here at Borgata. So once you get into the elevators, you have to scan your key. Once you scan your key, then you're able to press the floor that you reside. So my room is room 4334, and I really enjoy the room because it's very close to the elevator and it's also close to the ice and vending machine. So now let's move into the bathroom area. The bathroom has 1 sink. It could be a pro or con for whomever. For me, it's personally a con if I were traveling with someone else. But since I'm traveling alone, it's fine. But usually I travel with other people, and I prefer to have a double sink like in Oceans, because then I can have my own space and I can organize my section versus whoever I'm with, they can do what they want to do on their side. That's the only con of the bathroom, would be the 1 sink. Everything else is modernized. As I mentioned, Borgata, when they first opened, this is what they created. It was modern back then, and it currently is modern for the time now, depending on your style. So the bathroom, I really enjoyed that it has a water closet. The water closet is perfect, and I also mentioned in my other videos, which I'll link below, that Borgata is the only casino that has a telephone in the water closet, which is very important and useful for someone that might slip in there, might have an accident, might need help, might need an emergency, or elderly people. So I like that Borgata provides that. Before they had an older model, now they have an updated telephone. I didn't use it. I'm sure it works because it's updated. I don't want to disturb anyone just in case it's just for emergencies, but it looks like it's a functioning telephone. Now let's move into the foyer, the entryway, whatever you want to call it. The only con that I have about the foyer is that it's very dim. The light is dim, but they do provide you with a nice long mirror, wide enough for you to see yourself and whomever you're with, your partner, your family. Then there's the closet, like it's always in the entryway. The closet does have an ironing board, an iron, a luggage rack, plenty of hangers for you to hang up your clothes, and a safe. Let's move into the living area. So let's first focus on the entertainment section. So I like that Borgata Tower has a refrigerator and plenty of storage for you to store your things if you choose to. They do provide you with a coffee maker with cups for your coffee, just 2 cups for your coffee, not extra. They don't provide extra cups around, just there was more than 2 people staying here, so they only provide you with 2. And your standard ice bucket, and they do have a plastic bag for you to collect your ice in. So the television is a standard television. It's not as big as other TVs in other hotels, but it's doable. Now let's move into the nightstand. So as you notice that there are 2 separate nightstands, but at first I didn't think there was outlets, but they do have outlets. But the only issue is that there's no USB port. And I forgot my adapter for my phone. Luckily, I have an emergency power bank in my car, so that is what I used to charge my phone while I was staying here because I didn't have the adapter to connect my charger. My emergency adapter uses the same charger that my computer has. So that's what saves me, is that I brought my computer, it had its outlet, and it uses the same adapter. If not, I would have had to charge my phone in my car because they do have a store downstairs where you can purchase that, but it was $35 for a small adapter. I'm not paying $35 for that. I have an emergency battery, so I'll just use that. So now let's move on to the workspace. The workspace is a decent area for one person to do what they need to. I personally did use it several times. The chair is comfortable. They give you a nice accent chair. I did lay down a towel on the chair because it did look like it was a little stain. I don't know if it was a stain from them trying to remove a stain. So I just placed a towel on the chair and used it. The only con about the workspace is that there's one outlet on the wall and they use it to connect the lamp that's on the workspace, and that's it. There's no outlets anywhere else. So if you have a lot of devices that you have to charge, you have to find the outlets along the room that you will find in this room 4334 over here to my left, and then the 2 outlets on the lamps, and then the outlets over there, and the outlet behind the television that they use for the coffee maker is pretty hard to use. You can't use it depending on how big your adapter is, so that's going to be an issue if you have a big adapter. So now let's move on to the bed. Borgata, I've been here several times and I've stayed in different rooms, different floors, and I even stayed in the water club. Now it's called the MGM Tower. But this is the first time that I've stayed in a room where the bed was not comfortable. This bed needs to be replaced in this room. 4334, the bed needs to be replaced. When you sit on it, you can hear it making the sounds of an worn out mattress. And when I slept on it last night, I woke up with some pain on my sides. So the bed is not comfortable. But what you're going to do is better than sleeping on the floor, right? But comparing it to other rooms in this hotel, this bed needs to be replaced. So I'm going to mention it when I check out. I'm not sure how often they replace beds, and I'm not sure if they even received any complaints about this bed. But this bed in this room is not comfortable. But Borgata does have comfortable beds because I have personally stayed in them. And the last thing, let's move on to the view. The view is nice because I'm able to see the city. I'm on the city side. I'm staying in the highest floor here at Borgata. So the highest floor is 43, and that's where we are, 4334. And you're able to see all of Atlantic City, all of the boardwalk, all the casinos. It looks better in person than in video. So today is Wednesday. I arrived yesterday on Tuesday, and today is raining and it's cloudy, so you can't really see much. But luckily, I arrived yesterday and I was able to see the view. and I did share with you guys in the tour. So overall, would I recommend for you to visit Borgata, Atlantic City? Yes, I would recommend for you to visit Borgata, Atlantic City. I've been here several times. I've been coming here for several years. Came with my family, with my son and my aunt, my mom. We stayed in Borgata twice for Christmas and then twice for Oceans. What I do love about Borgata is they do a better job of decorating for the season. If you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I did create a reel of some of the decorations that they have now for spring and summer. So for 2023, we stayed in Oceans, but we did come to Borgata to look at the decorations because Borgata does a great job about decorating. So I do enjoy that. Personally, would I come back to Borgata? I would, only if my room is comped. This trip that I'm currently on is not a comped room, however, is discounted because I am an MGM Rewards member. If you haven't seen my other channel or my other videos, I will link it below. That channel, I discuss more in detail about casinos with my boyfriend, and we have a video about comps and all that, so I'll link it below. But the reason that I came here this week was because my room was discounted. I would recommend that if you do go to the casino, to always go to the rewards center and get your rewards card, but I will link the video that gives you more detail below. If I'm required to pay to come to Atlantic City, which is rare, I would prefer to pay to stay at Ocean. Reason being is that I'm going to give you more details in that next video of things to do here at Borgata, Atlantic City and Casino. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below any questions that you may have and videos that you would like to see on this channel. And always remember, sweeties, be real, not perfect. Bye.